Okay. Good.
After this matter, therefore pray ye, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our
and
debts,
forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
In Jesus' name,
In Jesus' name,
amen.
amen.
All right.
You want to say something?
No, you good.
All right, the floor is open for any questions
Start with the lesson.
pertaining to the lessons or anything you had during the week. It doesn't have to be about the lesson.
Hey, that was a excellent word. I mean, I hope everybody say that lesson and mark the lesson and let that be a go back to for just references, little things as the scriptures that he brought out. I mean, please pay attention to that. And just to land back or add on to that, everybody turn to Deuteronomy 11, right? Because he always said, like what he was saying in his theme of the lesson was that you got to be putting the good things in your mind, the good things in your eyes, the good things in your sight. You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand that the Bible that's actually a commandment to do such. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get away from this wicked world and, you know what I'm saying, and streamline. That's why he gave examples of what he didn't do. He didn't watch TV for during this and that. You gotta have things in place to help solidify and strengthen your, you know what I'm saying, your fightness, because they got many ways of coming at you in different ways and stuff. So just as an example of how the Bible can give you help, can give you support in that, it's going to go to Deuteronomy 11 and
pick it up from already.
18.
18. Therefore, shall he lay up these words in your heart.
These words again being his law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The spirit, that unleavened bread, those things he wants you to lay up in your heart and in your soul. Go ahead.
And in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hands, that they may be frontlets before your eyes.
Now people say, why he say put a sign upon your hand? He ain't telling you to go out and get no tattoos. He ain't telling you to go out and do this and that. But your hand is what you could, a lot of times you exhibit action with and action from. You know what I'm saying? As where the action starts in your mind, it's executed through your hands and everything. You know what I'm saying? So read on, verse 19.
19. And he shall teach them your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
All right, y'all get home safe. All right, so
peace.
So this is also what he's telling you. You got to feed your children like that, because trust me, the world is feeding your children the other way. You know what I'm saying? When they're walking around, when they're lying down, when they sleep, you know what I'm saying? You got to be feeding and constantly putting this in front of your children, because the other devices like YouTube, TV, and anything like that, they're not feeding them the word of God. Go ahead.
And thou shalt write them upon the door posts of thine house and upon thy gates.
See, that's a key right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, just think about this, right? You're in your house, you're in your sanctity, you're in there, you're studying with the word of God, but you know you got to go out and go into this wicked world. So what it's telling you to write them upon the doorposts of thine house and thy gates. Sincerely, literally, just put the commandments above the doorpost of your as you leave. So when you leave out through your door, you can see them, or put it next to your door so you can see them. You know, so or reminder. What I did for my little girls, I had them write out the 2 greatest commandments. You know what I'm saying? I had them write out the other commandments and they put them on the doorpost so we can, you know, be reminded to keep that in your mind. You know what I'm saying? In your heart as you leaving out that goal. And also, if you were to put it on the front side, either on your gates or the front side of your door, it will also warn and let people know what you dealing with when you come and dealing with anybody out this household. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a forbearance and a warning. Also, so when you return to your house, you'd be like, thank you, Lord, for bringing me back into the sanctity which you provided for me based on these commandments. You know what I'm saying? This and that. So these are things that the Bible is telling us we can implement to help us remember to put good things in our heart. You know what I'm saying? To put the good things in our eyes and things in our sight. You know what I'm saying? These are easy things that you can do. And you know what I'm saying? But how many times have you read this before and not thought about it in an applicable way? You know what I'm saying? We got to think about what does he mean? How can I do? You know what I'm saying? Because he tell you in 1 John that all his commandments aren't grievous, right? He'll tell you that all his commandments, so you can do this, but would you do this? It's simple as just, a lot of people, when they get homes, they will get the 10 commandments and put it up in their bathroom, or you'll see it, you know what I'm saying? You'll see scriptures or on their walls and they paint in his house. It's simple as that. Put those scriptures, put those reminders by your doorpost or by you where you lay your head at, so you can keep the Lord on your mind at times. You know what I'm saying? If you got the space in your bathroom, keep a Bible in your bathroom. You will find yourself looking at the Bible, doing some real good meditating and reading while you spend a lot of time in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I don't know if that's sanity or whatever. What I'm just saying, the times where you sit and you be in your most thoughts, those are times that you have a reminders by that can keep you on your mind on what the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh man, I'm about to go out there and fight through this traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had a problem at once upon a time with road rage and dealing with people through traffic. But if he had that, you know what I'm saying, that book right on the dashboard or whatever it may be as a reminder, you know what I'm saying, believe it or not, that's what the fringes are for, as a reminder to you to keep, you know what I'm saying, keep his minds and his thoughts and statutes in your mind. That's what they're for you to do that, so you don't go out and commit sin. You don't let sin tempt you. You know what I'm saying? That's all these things is for. The Bible is a basic instruction on how to keep the law and be holy about it. So I mean, I just want to add that to the already great lesson that he had, man. But it's all through there. But it's like levels to this. You know what I mean? Are you gonna be pond water, or are you gonna grow? Are you gonna be stagnant, or are you gonna grow? You know what I'm saying? You should be trying to seek, how can I level up, you know what I'm saying, from the day before? Or how can I, you know what I'm saying, add to from the day before? You know what I'm saying? I always tell everybody, well, to be what? Read the book of James at least once a month. You know what I'm saying? By admission, I read it more than once a month because I need that reminder. I need that mirror. I need that check. But there's also other things in the Bible that can do that for you. But you just got to be willing to, you know what I'm saying, to meditate on this book daily and show thyself to be proved. Study to find out these ain't out there. And if you don't know or where this just ask Brother Glenn, ask myself, ask Brother Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Ask anybody that you know that be in the book. You know what I'm saying? Give me some place that I can start off the book, and the Lord will take you on from there. You got to diligently seek after him, and he will give you everything that he needs. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just wanted to add that to his lesson. But I know I'm a star mark that lesson that he did today just as a reference, even for myself, because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I do need to be reminded on what I'm partaking in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a little older, but think about your kids, though, right? Your kids aren't, or even youth, aren't as experienced in dealing with some of the things that they're going to be exposed to. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to my favorite rap star, my murder rap from back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when it isn't that, and it doesn't have an effect on me because I know the right and wrong, and it doesn't that. But can somebody who's less skilled or less experienced not separate that? Oh man, I should be out here pimping hoes. I should be out here selling drugs. Everybody always can't do that. So that's why he said be heedful to the things that you take in and that you see. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't bother me to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's not the way it is. But that's not shouldn't be my first time. Anyway, I'm saying I'm just using an example of some of the things, real things that myself have to deal with and go with. Yeah, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Listen to music and that. But you know what I'm saying? Is it gonna get you off what you need to be? Because you can get angry, right, and sin not. So that don't mean you can't listen to other music, but don't ever take your mind off the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a teachable thing in the music that you may be able to pull out to let somebody know. It'd be like, see what he said this right here. Where do you think he got that from? You know what I'm saying? What is that referring to? Where that referring to Psalm such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? His word can't nobody escape on this earth. There's one law, you know what I'm saying, one baptism for everybody. Everybody's going to be subject to it whether they believe it or not. You know, what it said you in Zechariah, every knee going to bow to the king, you know what I'm saying, when he returns this earth. So regardless if you believe or not, you're going to bow you're going to bow to the king. So it would behooves us to strengthen us in this walk, because we know the devil's coming after us. He's looking for us to sift through us like wheat, right? You know, he's looking for us as a ravening lion, so he's seeing who he may devour. He's looking for you. So do things, put things in place that help strengthen your resistance, you know what I'm saying, to being tempted or being pulled away, or even, you know what I'm saying, even distracted away, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for like, another example, like, I brought up the strip club. Ain't nobody gonna be preaching in strip club, like you say, with your eyes closed. You ain't gonna be seeing nothing. It's the same thing. You go down to the beach, right? You know you at the beach to swim, right? Let's keep it at the beach to swim, or be there to get sun. Don't get caught up in all the nakedness you're gonna see, all the depravity to see. You know what I'm saying? All the, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that's gonna be out there to you. If you know you can't take that, then don't go to the beach like that. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're not strong enough to be pulled into them areas, stay away from them areas. Gird yourself up with this. You know what I'm saying? If you go towards the Lord, he will definitely pull you in. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely, because he's drawing you anyway. You just got to accept it. He wants you to come and serve him so he can take care of you as the peculiar treasure that you are. But you got to accept that. You have that free will to accept or reject, because it's gonna be what it's gonna be according to his will anyway. So if you out there, I ain't saying you can't go to the beach or go enjoy a Sunday, but you got to think while you're there and it's that. And if you see something that you know could be get you off your spirit, man, abstain from it. Turn your head from it. Whatever. Somebody come up and talk to you, and you know what I'm saying, this and that, and like a brother, he got abs on and all like that, and his chest is glistening and all that mess like that. Tell him, could you put a shirt on, bro? You know what I'm saying? While I talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Or if he won't do that, be like, all right, I'll talk to you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he overexposed, but it's acceptable in this society. But is it acceptable to God though? You know what I'm saying? Come on, is that really what he really want for us? Mm-hmm. So we gotta keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we exposing ourselves by going to these places, but then again, you only can expose yourself to what you can't handle. You know what I'm saying? If you can't handle, you need to abstain yourself from it, or you're gonna slip. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, willful sinning and accidental sinning. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be out there willful sinning. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no sacrifice for that. You want to answer for that. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm. We're going to finish reading the rest of this.
Oh, we're going to finish reading.
There's some blessings in this, right?
Oh, okay.
By putting these words in your mind and in your heart, right?
Yes, sir.
It says,
where you at?
21.
That your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them as the days of heaven upon the earth. For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments, which I command you to do them, to love the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways and to cleave unto him, and then the Lord will drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves.
Right? See? Because yeah, he did that back then, but remember, he got to do this again. We still didn't get we're not in the land right now. We're in the land of our enemies, right? Mm-hmm. So we want that blessing. So like the brother said, man, put these words in your mind. Store them in your mind, because that's what's going to stop you from sinning against God, you know?
Yes, sir. Yeah, most definitely. So, man, that's an excellent lesson, you know what I'm saying, wrong with that. So, stay girded up, you know what I'm saying, and watch what you eat. Like you go to the grocery store to pick what you want to eat. Pick what you want to see, you know what I'm saying? Pick what you want to be partaking yourself in. And for parents, do that for your children too, because they child. They, you know what I'm saying, they ain't going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, they on TV watching YouTube for 3 straight hours. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no telling what they done took in from that, but you got to break that. Mm-hmm. All right, so you take a break now, and then you got to feed him what he or she should do. Because I know with mine, I got teenagers. I got to cut them off and look, that's enough of that. Let's go read this. Let's go do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's build it back up, resist them back up, because they probably been broken down from whatever they've been watching. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of unclean stuff coming into them and this and that. So you got to build the defenses back up. You build the immune system back up. You know what I'm saying? Give them that vitamin word, you know what I'm saying? I should say, give them that vitamin word, you know what I'm saying, to build up their immune system for what they just experienced, because they're going to be subject to it again. And you might not always be around to do that, but you got to, you know what I'm saying, you got to help themselves, because they're children. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're going to overindulge. And anything you overindulge in can be sinful, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it gets out of hand, it can leave you to the bad way. You know what I'm saying? So, go with that. Excellent lesson, though, by the way. Check online and see if we got any questions.
We don't got no okay. On there. Anybody have any questions, lesson, or during the week?
So Moses didn't make it as he promised him.
Hey, he's Fraser, take her the mic.
Because he struck the rock instead of speaking to the rock.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Let's go see, because God's gonna explain.
Hold on, we need to read.
This is Where we at?
Just so the people online can hear you. That's all.
Where we at first?
Oh, that's Numbers 20.
Okay, Numbers 16. Numbers 20, and
so the question was the reason why Moses couldn't make it into the promised land, because he smoked the rock versus speaking to it, and in which he didn't follow what the Most High told him to do. Mm-hmm.
Because there's something God is gonna say that's gonna show you exactly why he's telling Moses he can't get into the promised land, right? So let's read this. And where are we gonna pick it up from? Now, if I pick it up from 1, let's read down into it.
Numbers 20, verse 1. Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin in the first month. And the people abode in Kadesh, and Miriam died there and was buried there. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. And the people trod with Moses and spake, saying, would God that we had died when our brethren died before the Lord? And why ye have brought up the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness, and that we and our cattle should die there? And wherefore have ye made us come up out of Egypt to bring us up into this evil place? It is no place of seed, or of figs, or of vines, or of pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, take the rod, and gather thou thy assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye into the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring it forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink.
So what was the commandment? Verse 8. The commandment was to speak to the rock, right? Because there was a point where he struck the rock. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he commanded him.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock?
And why do you think Moses is speaking like that? Because the people had already gotten on his last nerves, right? Remember, they were just crying and sighing for the people because God was about to hit them, right? But go ahead.
And Moses lifted up his hand, and with the rock he smote the rock twice.
How many times?
Twice.
Twice. He didn't even just hit it once. He smoked it twice. The rock only supposed to get smoked one time. And the rock representing who? Christ. Christ only got smoked one time. He didn't get smoked twice. Go ahead.
And the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believe me not to sanctify.
See what the Lord said? You didn't believe me.
Because ye believe me not to sanctify me in
To
the
do what?
sanctify me.
Oh, so there we go. They did not sanctify God. So we see why. And to much is given, much is required. Moses was not just a prophet that just spoke to God in similitude, right? Or God spoke to him in similitude or in dreams.
Right.
God spoke to Moses face
Face
to
to
face.
face.
So you was that close with God. And you didn't sanctify God. Right? Go ahead.
To sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them.
So we see why God said he's not going to enter there? Because he did not sanctify God.
Meaning he let the power look like it came from someone else? Like when he says he didn't sanctify?
Hear ye, you rebels. Boom, boom. Who looks like they just did that?
And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together
God.
before the rock, and he said unto them, hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this
You see?
rock?
Right.
Must me and Aaron fetch you water? Where was God sanctified at?
In his anger. Okay.
So you see, he's in his, and Moses is gonna say that because of you guys, I'm not getting it. Yes, in Deuteronomy, he's gonna explain that to them. Go ahead.
And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice. And the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and the beasts also. So he didn't follow the commandment as it was given.
He did not.
I mean, and y'all might think it's a small thing, but when your heavenly Father, the one that lets you up out of captivity, is telling you to do something specifically, giving you the means, instruction, and the direction, there's no reason for you not to follow.
He was about to kill him for just not circumcising
His
son.
kid, yeah.
So it wasn't like God has respect of person.
No.
God does not have respect of person. Keep the commandments.
What to tell you, and the angel that's gonna lead you, don't piss him off. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that's scary.
Don't piss that angel off because he's not gonna pardon your sin.
No, he's not. He's not gonna
He'll
pardon
kill you.
The wages of sin is death. So many times he escaped death. And again, there's other times in the scripture where God punishes lesser than what we earn. You know what I'm saying? And that's because it's in his will and he's doing what he need to do on it, right? You know what I'm saying? Romans 15:4 would say things are written for our time, but written for our learning. So through patience and the comes of the scripture, we may have hope. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't fully give he could have just stroked Moses down right then and there, but he's using it to his glory, you know what I'm saying, in a teaching moment as it's going forward, so we can have this example for it today. It's just, it's just that clear.
But he did get to see the land though. It's not like he didn't get to see the land.
Told him he could look.
Yeah, he could look, but that's as far as he could go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know,
I
the
mean,
Lord had to tell him like, let it suffice you that I'm even letting you see this.
right.
Like,
Let you see
let
this milk
that
and
be
honey.
enough.
Yeah. It's milk and honey.
At least you got to see it. You know, that just shows us how this is. Remember when we reading this is examples for us to learn from, to see how a man like Moses walked so close with God and God still punished him like this. We should take heed.
So, but if he was to take the rock one time,
He's still wrong.
No, he was still wrong.
He's still wrong.
He was still wrong.
And
Because he told him to. We got the
Speak.
commandment was to speak to the rock, not strike the rock at all.
So can it with since Moses was talking to God face to obviously I don't think we can know, but I'm just thinking out loud reference. But since Moses got to speak with God face to face, that means he had a lot of understanding. So which means he understood that he gonna come back, he gonna live forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he and all of this. So, like, meaning with the right mindset. I mean, yeah, it's a punishment. But
Remember one thing though, Moses was in his full strength.
Dana.
he was in his full strength.
Moses was not a fragile old man. He was in his full strength. So the Lord is killing. It was like killing a young man.
Oh, he didn't die.
The Lord told him, "Go on that mountain, and you're gonna die there." Matter of fact, let's go read it. Deuteronomy.
Right, you're right.
What is that? Deuteronomy.
Meaning like,
Deuteronomy 9.
Isn't it 34? Am I right? Am I right? Or Deuteronomy. Yeah, it's in here.
like,
It's
like we know whatever happened, like whatever. Like
It's on this
do the
mountain?
right thing,
What?
Hmm?
Wake up, we're gonna be.
You said 34?
God. You know,
Yeah,
think of it.
Deuteronomy
So
34.
he had to know that. So
He died in the land of
it's
Moab.
What he knew in his position is like, yo,
Mhm.
you're not getting in the land. It's like, but is it kind of like you should know. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, okay.
And you said Deuteronomy 9?
No. It's in 34.
Oh,
Is there?
okay. It's probably right in front of my face too. Yeah, it is. Let's see what we
Deuteronomy
can
9?
do. Nah, 34. Pick it up at verse 5.
Deuteronomy 34.
34 and 5.
Verse 5. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in the valley of the land of Moab over against Beth Peor, but no man knoweth of his sepulchre until this day. And Moses was 120 years old when he died, and his eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated.
You see that? He was in his full strength. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days. So the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended.
Let's go to 32, actually. I think it's in 32. Pick it up at verse 48.
Deuteronomy 32, verse 48. And the Lord spake unto Moses that selfsame day, saying, Get thee up into this mountain, Abiram, unto Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, that is over against Jericho. And behold, the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel for possession.
Mm-hmm.
And die in the mount wherein thou goest upon, and be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his people.
You see what God told him?
That's where you're going to die.
Go up to the mountain and you're going to die there. You're not coming back down. That's what the Lord told him.
Because ye trespass, because
He's
ye
gonna explain to. Go ahead. I'm
because
sorry.
ye trespass against me
Mhm.
amongst the children of Israel at the waters of the Mekarib Kadesh, in the wilderness.
Meribah.
Mirabab Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin, because ye sanctify me not
Mhm.
in the midst of the children of Israel.
Oh, you see why God said go die in the mountain? Like he had to pay for that. He had to die. He didn't sanctify the Lord. But you looking at it as like, oh man, like no, the righteous perish, but nobody take it to the heart that he's hiding them from the evil that's about to come.
Yep.
Like, Moses is fine, y'all. Moses is on that mountain with Jesus. Elijah.
Moses was
Don't
cool.
worry about Moses.
He
He's
was-
good.
That's why I say it was like, wait, what? The evil to come?
Like they just.
No, because he was answering my question, but then he was talking to her, so I was like, wait, I was like,
No.
but I was like, oh, he answered me. Moses, no, so yeah, so it answers. So I was just thinking, like, Moses had the understanding to know what the game plan is.
He did.
So although it's like kind of like, okay, you're gonna go up to the mountain, you're gonna die, but it's like, if we understand that to death is sleep,
Mhm.
it's just like, yo, come over here, go. You didn't.
Yeah, go
listen to
take a
me,
nap.
Go to sleep.
I'll wake you up in a few thousand years.
Because he
In a
wasn't
few
feeble.
days.
He wasn't feeble. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Yeah.
like he pointed out, he wasn't feeble. He was full of eyes and full of. He was still. He
He
was.
had his
He was
full
built.
force.
He was still built to go. But he reached the end of. He didn't even know the day, but he reached the end of days.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say that Moses died that same day he went on the mountain. He could have been there for how long? Who knows? We don't know.
Right. It just said
He just you're gonna die on that
come
mountain.
back down. Right.
You're not coming back down.
Did Moses have children?
Yes. Moses Gershon. That's the son of Moses. Moses had he had 2 sons working in the priesthood. Yeah, you want to go look at them? Oh, you got it.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Okay.
like it's not fresh in my mind.
Yeah, he had children. But that's the one that he didn't want to circumcise his son.
Yeah,
And remember the angel was about.
I'm
So,
thinking of
yeah.
different- yeah. Okay. His wife ended up doing it. Yeah, his wife
Mhm.
ended up just said, "Thou bloody servant." of
And
bloody
again,
man,
who was
thou
Zipporah? Zipporah was a daughter of Midian.
Midianite.
So who taught the Midianites?
Yeah.
Abram taught all his sons.
Yeah.
Abram circumcised all his children. Even Ishmael got circumcised, and he was like what, 8 or 15 years old or something like that. I can't remember. I got to go back and look. But he was already old by the time Abram circumcised him.
The Midianites are Hamites, right?
No, the Midianites are the sons of Keturah.
Abraham.
Abram.
Before
This is after
Ham.
Sarah dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
before him. So I mean, they've been taught the way already. You know what I'm saying? Or been I ain't gonna say been taught, but they've been exposed to it if you were son of Abraham. Because Abraham, we know what taught all his house, right? And he kept all his house in order. You know what I'm saying? From circumcision into all the ways of the Most High.
Abraham was a friend, right? Or who's it?
He's a friend of God.
Mhm. So shit. Now think
So
about
did
it.
that answer your question, sis?
Yeah. So
And-
he didn't basically didn't honor.
Yeah.
Right.
And we read it again, showing that God was like, because you didn't sanctify me, you sinned against me. You transgressed. You know? But he also called Moses more faithful than all his house. You know, so you look at that one little sin Moses did, God's like, nah,
It
he
ain't
was
little.
faithful.
It ain't little in his eyes.
You know?
It's not little.
No, it's not little.
Nah, because
I look at it as little.
What-
It gotta
to
be.
us it looks little.
That's our
but-
mindset.
Huh?
But what,
That was he didn't sanctify God at
Hey.
all.
No. I'm not taking away from it. The sin was grave, but his punishment wasn't.
It was worth it.
yeah, good think about it. He led the
I'm
people
not saying
to the.
he didn't get what he deserved, but
Mhm.
I'm just saying with applying our understanding, knowing that sleep is death, sleep is what the way it is,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that Jesus is gonna reign in the kid. They had the politically, yeah, I'm gonna come back and then I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reign.
Yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Moses was up there for 80 days, bro. Talking with God. He did it 40, and then he did another 40. That's 80 days.
He did another 40.
Yeah, he did 40 twice. It's the second time he came
Because
down.
he had
That's
to go
when
back-
he
had
started to
go back and
shine.
Get it again, right? Yeah.
You know? So you could imagine the amount of wisdom and knowledge Moses got up that on that mountain when he was there with God.
Exactly.
You know, God revealed a lot to Moses, showed him the plan. You know, gave him the law,
That's why I don't see
the
it
statutes, the commandments.
All right, go to sleep. Go to
So
sleep.
by not sanctifying God, that was a grave
Yeah.
mistake.
He
And
should've-
and it was anger who caused him to do that.
one of the fruits of
It was anger. He spoke. Matter of fact, Psalms is gonna tell us how he man. Let me find it for you.
anger, malice, wrath.
I'm gonna read you James 2:10 real quick before while he find his Psalms.
James.
I'm telling you, I mean that was going off in my head. It's the book of James, chapter 2, verse 10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend one point, he is guilty of it all. So that sin is no matter. It's like you said, maybe a smaller thing, whatever.
Right.
But hey, you gonna get your punishment for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No matter what.
We go into Psalms 106 there. That was good right there. You know,
Psalms 106.
because even David had to get his punishment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna go unpunished with God.
No.
He will punish you for your iniquity.
In his time.
You know, it's better he gets punished now
Yep.
Yeah.
than to go to
On
the
judgment.
lake of fire.
On judgment, yep. In that judgment day.
You know,
What do you want to read?
Psalms 106, and we're gonna go to verse I'll pick it up from verse 30. We'll read into it.
All right.
We're gonna go into Moses. Go ahead.
Psalms 106, verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
Then stood up Phinehas and executed judgment, and so the plague was stayed.
Right? He had zeal for the Lord. He had to make sure, like, people are dying out there, and this guy's bringing a woman of Moab into the camp, and he's going to lay with this woman. So that zeal also got him a sure, also got him his priesthood. His priesthood was sure. Right? Go ahead.
31.
How you doing? Blessed Sabbath, sis.
Are you currently in service?
Yes.
We're just doing Q&A right now. You want to join in?
You could join. Do you have something to cover?
Sit up.
I don't. I just want to speak some.
Go ahead, G. Yeah, go ahead. You want
You want to do what?
She wants to speak to someone.
One of you two.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt.
All right, just give us 1 second. All right?
All right.
I'll be right with you. Go ahead.
verse 31. And that was counted for him righteousness unto all generations forevermore.
Mm-hmm.
They angered him also at the waters of strife, so that even when it went ill for Moses and their sakes.
Right? So you see, they angered Moses. This was anger that was in Moses that caused him to speak ill-advised and hit that rock. Go ahead.
Because they provoked his spirit,
Mm-hmm.
so that he spake unadvisedly with his lips.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them.
All right. So yeah, that was it right there, showing you that it was the spirit of anger
Right.
that came upon him that
Right.
caused him to, to move rationally like that.
All right, go ahead.
All right. You got it?
Oh, yeah, I got it. We good. So, everybody understand that, sin with the wages of sin is death, you know what I'm saying? But through Christ, we got a chance to repent and then be absolved and be redeemed from it. So that doesn't absolve you from what you earn. As we read over and over time, the Lord is going to get past his judgment. This is going to be his will. It's just like you said, we get a chance not to burn forever for it, you know what I'm saying? But ain't no telling what he might do or what he might put upon you as because of what it's especially saying, especially if you willfully sin, you know what I'm saying? No, she said, no, Blaine I talked to, he talked to her. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns, notions?
I just got one.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, to be completely honest. Hold up,
Shit.
bro. Go back there.
Go ahead, brother D.
For me, I have a real bad habit of being delulu at times. Delusional.
Oh, delusion. Okay.
To be completely honest, and I just want to so over time, due to survival, I've learned to not be as delulu, but it's more so out of street smart survival mode. I want to go to the scriptures.
Okay. Delusion. How to deal with
just for me, basically I see life so much like a rose gold color lenses. And I need to stop doing that. I need to stop being delusional. Period. Just see reality for what it is. In regards to just life in general.
All right, we're gonna look at some. You're not alone. You're not definitely not by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we can look at go to 2 Thessalonians. So we can look at some of the things that caused that and a reason for that. Because we up under the curses of Deuteronomy 28, and through the sin that we do, you know what I'm saying, we get the thoughts and missteps in this word that we go about in.
Start at 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. And then go to word.
That's better?
Start off with that. Casting imagination. Down imagination.
All right. Where in there?
2 Corinthians 10, verse 5.
All right. I go to second. We're gonna start off at 2 Corinthians 10. All right, that's right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. I'm start at verse 3. I'm reading to it. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to be pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing forth captivity every thought of obedience to Christ. So, with that being said, like I said, we deal when we walk in the flesh. Our battle is us. It's all spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Because the influence of your mind, which is your heart and mind, is synonymous. It's synonymous. You know what I'm saying? It causes you to act and live the way that you do. So if you don't have a solid base set, you know what I'm saying, grounded mind, then your mind can be tempted. Your mind could be wavered. You could be, going right. So it's not necessarily delusion, but it's just really what's the word I'm looking for? Unfoundedness, right? So now we're gonna go to 2 Thessalonians 2.
It also ties to the lesson today because it's about the imaginations. Why did the Lord destroy the people before the
He said he had a
flood?
problem with delusion
Because
in his
the
mind. How to
imaginations
study the
in their
delusion
heart
of
were
his
evil
mind.
continually. So if you feed in your brain information, because everything that we know or exposed to, it came from somewhere. Whether it be media, we were exposed to it. So now we're exposed to it, we need to expose ourselves to the word of God. So that way, when the battle comes, it's not that the battle's not going to come. It's going to come. It's just now you know what thus saith the Lord, and that's going to be your armor to be like, you know what? God said don't do that. I know I want to do this, but you know what? It ain't even worth it. Because now that conviction or that faith that's going to be inside of you, meaning the word, it's going to make you be like, nah, I can't do that. But now if it's hard, if it's too hard, or if it still seems like something that easily besets you, then you got to pray for strength. So that way you have enough faith to combat it. But nobody says he's going to take away the battle. Like, so you in a fight. So.
All right.
But yeah,
hey, that was a good breakdown, Brother Whitting. But go to 2 Thessalonians 2. Now, this is really going to read exactly what he just said, you know what I'm saying? But he tied it to today's lesson. 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians 2. We're going to start at verse 7.
All right. For the mysteries of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
Read.
And then shall that wicked one be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
All right, so with your mindset, with your delusion, you know what I'm saying, all the iniquity, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff is going to be revealed. What's the first place it's going to be seen in your mind, but you got to be able to recognize it as that. You got to be able to see it as that. And now how you do that? By feeding yourself with the law, feeding yourself with the scripture, keeping yourself girded up so you can notice any off thinking that you may come upon, because we all got crazy thoughts at times, you know what I'm saying? And we all like you said, you look at the world sometimes through rose colored glasses, you know what I'm saying? And that's could be a dangerous thing, because the world is wicked and it's trying to come get you. You know what I'm saying? You might not see it as that, you know what I'm saying, because of the rose colored glasses. Okay, continue on.
Mm-hmm. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
So they're gonna use different type of signs. It's just gonna be not gonna be with the rose colored glasses on. It's not gonna be easy to see, because they're gonna come as a friend, or they're gonna come as a nice suggestion. But that is, you gotta be able to look past that. You gotta be able to discern past that. Is it really wicked, or is it really true?
No, it's not people. It's me.
Oh, it's you.
It's me. It's me.
So you have a strong delusion, you said.
No, I don't want to say strong delusion. It's just like it's like I just like in my mind sometimes. Like I just like with the like I said, like rose gold colored lenses and certain circumstances, I could be delusional.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to but it's not nobody. It's just me.
Got you.
All right, so yeah, so your battle is from within. You know what I'm saying? Strengthening it. Okay, I got you. Okay, I was going to tell you that. I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. I was going to let you know that they're going to present themselves in easy and lighter way, but you got to be able to discern that through. So you looking for something to help you gird your.
I can tell when somebody is. I can
So
tell.
why you can't look in the mirror and tell when you off?
I can tell when I'm off.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. So are you really delusional, or but is it really recognizing and you know what I'm saying, and seeing it as that?
Like I be delusional, but I don't act on it. I just okay, stop being delusional. Like I need to stop being delusional. Like and I'm just
What you should know, sin is.
It sounds like you actually fighting it,
man.
Like,
For real,
you fighting it, and what are you using to fight it though? The word.
I mean, yeah, I get my meditation every day.
man.
But it's just like even after that, I'm an overthinker, so I just tend to
Oh, you got an active mind like that?
Yeah.
Read the book of James. I'm telling you, it's 5 chapters, easy, reflective, put the mirror at you. For your overthinking mind, it'll slow it down. Because you really gonna have to, by chapter 3, you really gonna have to look at what am I doing, why am I doing this, and am I supposed to be doing this? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna give you all the things that you wrestling with. Because you gotta, like, the worst things for someone like myself is not going to prison. It's being locked up, put it, you know what I'm saying, in your own prison of your own mind, because everything it is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? They can lock your body up, beat your body down. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't where the torment comes from. You know what I'm saying? Your body is gonna receive what it receives physically, but mentally is what controls and run. Your higher self controls your lower self. You know what I'm saying? You can starve your lower self all the time, but if you starve in your mind, then it's your whole you is gonna destroy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. There you go. Get better words for it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give you that spiritual bread that we've been eating this last week, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta apply that and take that in daily. My daily bread. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, try the book. I promise you, the book of James, and just think about it, and meditate on it, and then refer to that. You know what I'm saying? Write things down when you have questions or when you have bites and write it down, and then you know what I'm saying, look up and see what the Bible say about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the internal battle, you know what I'm saying, is the one that's going to cause you to be eternally damned or eternally not. You know what I'm saying? You know, or saved. You got to get that together first. Your higher self, it will control your lower self. Don't let your lower self control your higher self, or you be out there just like the animals. You'll be a beast. You won't be, you know what I'm saying, a man. You'll be a beast. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you let your instincts and let all your urges control you, you're being beastly. You know what I'm saying? You're not letting your higher, you know what I'm saying, roll, but you got to feed it the right bread and the right things in order to get the fruits of it, you know what I'm saying, to work inside your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all the roles and the experiences and stuff that you got to deal with. You do, and God does. So, you know what I'm saying, if you definitely open it up, you know what I'm saying, open it up to him, and, you know what I'm saying, and Lord, hey, help me with this, and that, he will. He won't forsake you. But you definitely got to humble and go after him. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, I can imagine anybody in the world, it could be dealing and battling with on a daily basis, but it starts what's in here. So you feed that right, you know what I'm saying, with the law, you know what I'm saying, with the spirit of the law, and what the law is supposed to do, converting the mind, making wise and simple, you know what I'm saying, converting the soul. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're gonna start seeing fruits inside your head, and then it'll go forward from there.
And also, there's certain answers that we're looking for because of, like, a lot of us, and I'm speaking to myself, like, we've been living years and years, like, we've been learning sin in the wrong way 35, 25 years of doing the wrong thing. So now it's kind of like the Lord really, he gives us, like, like, by our own strength, he gives like 70 years to kind of like figure this thing out. People used to live 800, 900 years. So we got 70 years to figure this out. And, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. So sometimes if like we feel like we dragging our feet in the sense of doing what we need to do, me speaking to myself as well, like certain answers that we need, the prayer and fasting, because we can meditate on the word, you read a little lesson here, but like sometimes it's like, wow, that was deep. It's like, yo, that was deep, that was cool. And then the minute a distraction comes, like, oh, he's like, yo, what we doing? So that focus also is what you gotta meditate on. So it says, I know it says you gotta go with prayer, and what was I remember the definition. Extreme prayer, supplication. Supplication is like praying, like almost
Without
like
ceasing.
you're crying, like, yo, Lord, please. If you're not getting to that level, it's like, yo, God, it's a nice day, hold it down. He gonna know that nonchalantness. All right, yeah, all right, cool. Because same way he's like not tit for tat. He's the tit. He's gonna tat, like he's gonna do it all. That's why he says he the only guy say, yo, I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. Cool, all right, cool. You think you're gonna do it now? Cool. So sometimes it's not so much that we can't go and do, or we don't know that we can go do what we used to do or what we want to do. It's the fact that, let's say you look at your life now, and it's like how it is. Let's say it's like, your foot or whatever. He could turn it all the way up even more. So it's the fact that it's like, wow, like, let's say you're going through whatever woe you're going through in life, he could make it worse. That could just be the beginning. And that fear, it kind of like, all right, you know what? Like, damn. Because it says, in the day of prosperity, rejoice. But in day of adversity, consider. So when things start, he's knocking at the door, things ain't going right, he says you better consider, which is what you're doing right now. You're considering, you're thinking, am I ways right? Am I like, damn, I need help, blah, blah. All this is being watched. All this is being monitored. And all this is going to be like, some way, somehow, he going to give you the strength. But if you ignore it, you're like, I need the strength. And then now you backdoor. Then when he come knock on the door, you're not home, you somewhere else, it's going to be like, I bet. Twofold. Now we're going to send, I'm saying? Now the robber's going to come in the house.
Absolutely.
But I got something for you, my bro. Right? Because you were saying about being delusional, right?
Yeah. It's just like.
But the thing is, you have realized, you notice the problem,
Mm-hmm.
and you see you're trying to fight it. Right? So let's go to Ephesians 6. And you was about to say something. Go ahead. I cut you off.
I was gonna say like for me, like I didn't really know Jesus until I became born again March 3rd, 2019 myself. So it's like I just been so used to chaos and like just a lot of stuff, which kind of like developed, how I move. But like now I'm in a season of healthy, I'm in a healthy environment. Like I'm around like amazing people, great people, and like I don't want to like let the trauma from the past, and like just could be going mellow. And I'm around healthy people, and with me, I got all the trauma, and I'm delusional. So I start tripping, and like I just like a domino effect. I just don't want that.
Okay. All right.
So let's look at Ephesians.
There we go.
Because what you do realize that you're in a battle. You're in a spiritual battle. That's what you need to understand. All right? So you need armor. Right? You're gonna need armor to fight the delusion, to fight that. Who's taking pictures on? Like, why is this thing taking pictures?
I heard.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it. It's probably your phone.
Nah, it was that. Right? But you realize you're in a spiritual battle. So right now, you need the armor. You understand what I'm saying? So to get that armor, let's go to Ephesians 6 and pick it up at verse 10.
Let me know when y'all get there. Ephesians, the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
And you know what the power of his might is, right? That's his word. Be strong in that. You're going to have to put more of that word in you. As much as you can. Put it in. Take it in. Right? Go ahead.
Put on the whole armor of God,
Mm-hmm.
that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Because you're not going to be able to stand against him if you do not have the whole armor. He'll get you. All he's waiting for is a little
Opportunity.
yeah, a little opportunity. Oh, maybe you don't have the helmet of salvation on.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have the shield of faith on. You get what I'm saying? He's waiting. He's looking to see what you don't have, what armor you don't have, so he could attack you there. You know? Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Mm-hmm.
but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So you might be looking at your past as, oh, that's just your past. No, those are principalities. Those are spirits that you have to wrestle against.
Constantly.
Constantly, like the brother says, right? Because look at how Peter got rebuked just for saying,
Yeah.
nah, Lord,
No,
you're
Lord.
not gonna die.
Mm-mm.
The Lord was like, nah, I know exactly who I'm fighting right now.
Exactly. You're
You're
bound to
Satan right now.
Yep.
Because Satan's not gonna come to you as Satan. He's gonna come to you as, yes. He's gonna come to you as somebody that looks like me. He's gonna come to you as somebody that looks like her.
You look Usher?
Right?
I'm saying.
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying I'm just her. It's just well. No, that's how he's gonna come to you. You understand what I'm saying, my
Absolutely.
bro? Go ahead.
For, okay, all right, let me read 12 again.
Mm-hmm.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickednesses in high places.
So when you see that past trying to come back, or that whoever person is trying to bring back drama, nah, you already see that. That's not just you. That's Satan right there.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to see with your discern and with your eyes, and see with your spiritual eyes that I'm not fighting a person. I'm fighting the spirit.
So with that, like with the people, like I love ghosting and cutting out. That's not an issue. It's just like when it comes to toxicity, I can easily remove that. But it's like when I'm in a healthy environment and like things are like just smooth,
Mhm.
and then my mind could be delulu. Also with the rose gold colored lenses, I could think one thing and it's not.
Mm.
So, like,
Oh, so it's like your mind is probably making you think like, oh, this person thinks this about, and the person probably never would think that.
Isn't that a Leviathan
Right?
spirit?
something like that, yeah.
Before kind of, I just wanna.
Mhm.
This is
I don't know what that
this is so for you, or like kind of what I've learned and like what helped me understand like just the word of God, and also like kind of logically what's going on. So whenever you upbringing is important. So this is why the scripture says pray for the fatherless, pray for the widows. These are people. It's just kind of like he says it's not good for man to be alone, right? So we're supposed to have each other. So if you growing up and you don't have a parent, you don't have a father, you don't have someone who you looked as to when you were innocent and you were a babe, the person who was supposed to be your protector, if they wasn't there, so what happens is your body forms a way to protect yourself from that. Like, okay, no one's here, but everything's okay. You know what I mean? So now, as you grow up, now it becomes you get used to the chaos. So right now, your nervous system is probably based off of what you're saying. Your nervous system is used to chaos. It's used to what's going on. This was kind of what I was saying. 20 years, 30 years of you learning sin. You starving. Right now, your body's in shock right now because you haven't eaten in years. You haven't eaten anything. So now what's going on is these demons, they looking and they like, oh yeah, you weak. Like, so we about to come. But that right now you eating, you getting your weight up. So it's not gonna happen like that. But to expedite the process, to make it faster, that's where the prayer and fasting comes even more. Even regular doctors, if you go on YouTube, they be like, oh, if you fast, like on a regular, they be like, yeah, it has good effects. And they say what's happening in your body and you feel like this. The Lord is commanding that we do this on top of praying. So if you feel like, man, I'm fighting, I feel like I'm losing, and I feel like, because there are some people, what ends up happening is you become addicted to the trauma. Not the trauma, the drama. Not that you want the drama, not that you're like, hey, like drama's here, but because chaos is what you used
I'm
to.
not addicted.
Yeah, when
I'm not
things is
addicted to no
okay,
drama, I promise that.
when things is okay, it feels like things is not okay. You get what I mean? So being okay with things being still is something that has to be learned.
Yeah, I get that. Hey, good word on Brother Whitney.
Just kind of to trying to get a better understanding of what you're experiencing. Do you think it can have anything to do with discernment? Being able to, discern, how things are in reality and maybe how you should be reacting to it according to the book? I'm just trying to understand.
It's like, okay, I know how to do that. Like, I know how to do that. What you're saying, so it's
Okay,
not
so
that.
that's not that.
It's
Okay.
just like
It's his thoughts run.
I'm
He
a
let
hopeless
his thoughts
romantic.
run
That's
too
what I mean
much.
by with the rose gold colored lenses. I'm such a hopeless romantic in all, not just romantic, like in all aspects of life. Like it could be anything, like literally anything. And I just tend to overanalyze things, and it doesn't match with the reality.
Mhm.
You give it a
And so
meaning,
that's
but it
me
doesn't
being
have-
delulu.
I got. Well, we're gonna finish this off, and I'm gonna take you one more place. Right?
Mhm.
Go ahead. Wherefore what?
13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and to take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
Because these are thoughts that's coming into your mind, right? So you have to do what? Cast them down. Cast down the imagination. You got to cast it down. Because it's gonna rise up. Sometimes you what they call that when they say you what was that? What's that? Where they say you imagine things that are not even happening. Like I'm thinking Brother Dennis is talking about me. Brother Dennis never said anything.
Schizophrenia.
You understand? That's not schizophrenia.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You assume stuff?
I forgot what it's called.
That's schizophrenia when you seeing things.
No.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, like another
I'm trying to find the
personality
word
or
he's
other
looking
voice,
for.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's schizophrenia.
Right. Matter of fact, let's go. But we finished that off, right?
Yeah, we did.
What about praying? Did
Okay,
we
no, we
add
didn't
praying?
do that, no.
Oh, because we got to add praying to that,
All right.
right?
18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all preservation and supplication for all saints.
For all saints, right? So you're gonna have to pray about that too. So that's something you're gonna have to. Lord, my mind is making me conjure up thoughts that things that are not even happening. Help me to get rid of these thoughts. You're gonna have to pray about that. Maybe fast about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right? But let's go to Ecclesiastes 7. I want to show you something there. All right?
Ecclesiastes 7.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and we're going to pick it up at verse 21. Matter of fact, pick it up from 20. When you get there, you go ahead, my bro.
What's it? What's the turn?
Oh, he's not there yet? Ecclesiastes 7 and 20. You there? All right, let's pick it up.
For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not.
Right? We all have sinned and come short of the glory of God, right? But pay attention to the next two verses. Go ahead.
Also take no heed unto all words that are spoken.
We got to be careful with that. Sometimes a word is spoken and you think, what did that person mean? Did they mean this by this? Did they mean that by that? And you done made up a whole fight in your mind that the person don't even know y'all fighting. You get what I'm saying? Or a whole conversation that you never even really had with the person. Go ahead.
Lest thou hear thy servants curse thee, for oftentimes also thine own heart knoweth that thou Thyself likewise has cursed others.
Yeah, you yourself probably have said something to somebody else, right? And you don't even realize that person was offended by what you said. You get what I'm saying? So don't let that bother you, man. You get what I'm saying? Like overthinking and like, is that person thinking this about me? Is that person? Don't worry about that. You know, because you yourself has probably done that, right? Said something about somebody, right? We got to think about things, you know. And here it's talking about cursing, but apply that to let's just talking about somebody. You know, sometimes the person might not even be saying anything. It's just Satan working in your mind. He sees that's a weakness in you. Oh, he's let me hit him right here.
Yeah, but some people do know what it. Like some people are narcissists, like
Mhm.
sociopath, all of that. They know what they do.
Yeah, some people do,
Yeah.
Like
but even that you're gonna have to cast down, because that's Satan trying to knock you off your path.
man, listening to you speak, and whether you say you're around good people, you're in a good place, you know what I'm saying, and that's where the Delulu come in at, you know what I'm saying, as far as that right there is to let you know that you're doing a good thing, right? Because I got this saying, I can't say it online because I don't want to get us thrown offline, but I'm gonna see you the clean version of it. If the devil ain't messing with you, then he already got you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a good place, if you're in around good people, and you're in rooted in good things, this is when he's gonna come to try to get you to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is when he's gonna come to try to get you to think about, oh man, that person said this to me. No, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? That delulu, as you say. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing according to this word. That's when he's gonna try to come get you to do elsewhere. So you gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, go to the book. You know what I'm saying? Start with James, go to the book. I promise you, it'll be a reflector, man. And then but be ready for this mirror that they're about to put in you, all right? It's 5 easy chapters, bro. Easy read. But it's gonna take you a while when you sit there and think about it, you know what I'm saying, as you're reading through it. Easy. Mm-hmm. Put that mirror right in your face. Because that's where the battle was in. You know what I'm saying? Because you say you can pick up drama. You can pick up, you know what I'm saying, wicked people coming at you and that. But it's the soft whispers and the questions, you know what I'm saying, the doubt, you know what I'm saying, that doubt. Why? When things are going well, that's when he's gonna really try to come get you, to try to get you off chain, man. So
I got one more for you, my bro.
Good luck in your fight.
Let's go Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. Right? And let's look at something here. Let's see if we can get something out of this to help with the situation. You there? Mm-hmm. All right, you can pick it up, my bro.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 20. Curse not the king, nor not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber.
Because somebody could be cursing in their thoughts, right? Don't do that, right? He's telling you. Go ahead.
For a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which have wings shall tell the matter.
So, like you said about somebody being a narcissist, maybe they know they're saying something left, probably to offend you, right?
Don't take the bait.
Nah, don't take the bait with that. There's somebody listening. You got what I'm saying? He says for a bird, right? Mm-hmm. Of the air shall carry the voice, that which have wings shall tell the matter. Somebody going to tell him that person. We have a brother here trying to do the right thing, mm-hmm. and somebody else talking about them. Somebody going to tell, and we talking about the angels, right? This is not a regular bird. The angels going to go tell the matter. They writing down the matter. Oh, yeah. That's what this person doing? They looking at everything. How we treating our brothers, how we treating our sisters.
Hey, absolutely.
They looking at that. Right? Because it's...
Oh, I got something.
Nah, go ahead.
Okay, so let me use it as a example. I want to be like general. Say you displaying the fruits of the spirit to someone, right? Someone who's not used to that, and they take that the wrong way. Mm-hmm. Like they don't like they. I don't know.
They take you the fruits of the spirit. Let's say you're trying to be nice, or you're trying to be
taking it the wrong way. It's not like that person got fruits of the spirit, but the other person is taking that the wrong way. Mm-hmm. It's like something else that is not.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So then that would be the issue with the person that's taking it the wrong way. Yeah. You know?
Hey, that sounds like a you problem to me. That's what I would tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like
Because,
that's-
hey,
'cause
you know what I'm saying?
The
If you-
person is just
Yeah.
exercising what the fruit of the spirit's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
They're manifesting that. So whoever is receiving it, then they don't have the eyes to see it.
And what way are we supposed to be doing out the things of the Lord? Boldly, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they take it the wrong way, that's on them.
Because also in the scripture it says, you know, in Revelation, it says, you know, for without our dogs, you know, whoremongers, sorcerers, and those that love it and make it a lie.
He's quoting Revelations 22 and 15. Go ahead.
So if you already with somebody, or if you like, or people who you want to call friends, and like, see, the baseline is the word of God. So what we think, that don't matter. Now we just got to make sure we lined up with what God said once we establish what is true. So now we have that baseline on what is true. Now it's like we got to make sure we center ourselves to what the truth is. If someone else is believing something else, it's sad to say, but there's no middle ground. Like, oh, this person's good because they you know what I'm saying? Criminals, you know, rapists, they visit their mothers and loved ones. Hey, mom, how you doing? Just rape, you know what I mean? So it's not like good is, now we got to define what good is too. Now we got to find out, okay, this person's a good person. How? What makes someone good? Who is good? Only one is good. So
I got an example for that could probably show somebody taking things the wrong way. Like with David and Saul. That's an example of how Saul took what David did and he took it the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? Although it was a different spirit that was upon him, the spirit of jealousy. But that's also shows that he looked at what David was doing, right? Killing his thousands, right? He took it as, oh, David tried to take the throne from me. You know, he's trying to usurp the throne. And all of that delusion was going on where? In his mind. So you got to make sure that that the Lord hasn't given you a spirit of a devil. You get what I'm saying? Because that spirit that was making him like that was not the spirit of God, giving him that delusion. You know? So I would definitely I would be careful with that, because depending on who's receiving it, right? If it's the person that's being delusional or you being delusional, like either one, like, yeah, you would have to be careful, because remember what happened to Saul? He just went further and further down into sin. You know?
wasn't he the one that kicked him out?
Thank you, everybody. Like, even another one was Eli and Hannah, right? He thought Hannah was drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, in his mind, this is what he's thinking: Hannah is drunk. But she was just praying to God, like in prayer and supplication, you know. So yeah, you don't want to look at things the wrong way, because then that could definitely get you thinking the wrong way.
He thought Jesus was a drunkard.
Were you good? Was that good for you, bro? Or you need
No, I'm good, bro.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we could find like different examples to help you see how that spirit is and how to probably, you know what I'm saying?
Believe it or not, like,
get rid of that.
What Brother King was saying about the angels, you know what I'm saying? He just read about reporting on the matter. That's actively happening. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh man, what about such and such and such and such? Man, you better watch out. This dude trying to go through what he's going to go through. He battle what he's going to battle through, and we're here to support one another. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying it's here, but I'm just saying that's how the spirit works. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with something and you actively fighting it, then God is watching. He sees everything. And the angels got wings. They got eyes on their wings and ears everywhere. So, you know what I'm saying? He's going to put the spirit in the people, you know what I'm saying, that can correctly defend, support what's needed. But you guys, like I said, just seek him and put your faith in what he asking you to do, and he got it. What was Matthew 6:33 say?
I give you good time.
No, what was Matthew 6:33 say? No, he said, seek ye the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? And all this righteousness, and everything will be provided for you. You know what I'm saying? That's some, dude, that's like, we can't do tattoos, but that's one of the things you need to keep in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because look, hey, man, that seemed like, oh man, but if I go after God, he's gonna hit you. I never seen a servant here one for what? One for bread, right? You know what I'm saying? He's going to build you up if you want to be built, but you got to humble yourself. That's one thing he said about Moses. He's the meekest man on earth. That's why Moses got what he got. You know what I'm saying? And it's all just for and based on what you doing, you know what I'm saying, in obedience to him. So we, you know what I'm saying, I can say we got you. The Lord got you if you serve him properly. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yes, ma'am.
If this is my personal perspective, but if I feel like someone is misconstruing, like you said, it's the spirit. I'm trying to be kind to someone, and I feel like maybe they think I'm coming from left, or I'm being shady, or they can't trust me, right? I'm gonna pray for that person, right? Because the fruits of the spirit are gonna show, right? And so I'm gonna continue to pray and ask God to help me to continue to show my fruits of the spirit, but in the same token, that He open their eyes that they can see that it's not, I'm not coming from a shady place or a negative place, but, continue with the fruits of the spirit and pray for that person, right? And I think that falls in line with the armor of God, because when you have your armor, you're gonna, you're gonna have that prayer for yourself, that you can maintain your fruits of the spirit, and prayer for them that He will reveal to them what your true, efforts are towards them, which is godly.
Yeah, she just quoted 2 scriptures out of James. I'm just saying. Just saying, man. Right there. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one thing about
Here we
when
go.
you getting the word is gonna cut you in the sense of when it shines a light on what you're supposed to do, and then you shine a light and you're like, damn, I'm doing, you know what I mean? It's like, damn. But it's the accuser, the person who's here to be like, oh, you wrong. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Pointing the finger is Satan. That's one of his names, his titles, the accuser. So our God is merciful. Have mercy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of practicing. Like, so yeah, it's rough, but don't beat yourself up. Ask for help, and it shall be given unto you. But don't ask all wavering, like, I think it'd be great, Ask and focus your mind, and He gonna see the sincerity, because He gonna weigh it out. Oh, yo, you being for real. And then, boom, it's because He owns 1,000. He owns everything. There's nothing you can hide from Him. So if you really truly seeking it, He gonna give it.
Facts.
Did that help at all?
Yeah, I think I got okay. So
like did that help with
no,
what?
it did.
Because if you look at David, like I said, like David was exercising the fruits of the spirit. He behaved himself wisely throughout everything.
Yeah.
I know it might not apply to maybe your exact situation, but it's an example to show you, hey, somebody here is exercising the fruit of the spirit, but this person is seeing it as something else. So it might not fit exactly your exact situation. You get what I'm saying? But if you look at that example, you could probably see, okay, why is that person seeing my fruits of the spirit as something else? And like the sister said, pray for that person.
I had an incident a while ago where I did display the fruits of the spirit towards someone, and that person just basically we're just so I don't want to say just so consumed with me in regards to just me displaying those fruits, and just the person that basically someone being so engulfed in someone personality, the whole shebang with the fruits of the spirit, and that person thinking I got it.
You got it?
Okay, I got
So
it.
you sure you're good?
Yeah, I got it.
All right,
Thank
my bro.
you. Thank you.
All praise to the Most High. Is there any other question? Or comment, or maybe you have a script that could help this brother out? I know we answered it already, but
Right. Because blessed is the man that endures temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that battle that's going on in your mind, apply this book.
That's James.
Yo, that's what it was? Yes, yep, that was James 1. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was.
I should have known. This is a
Yeah,
famous book.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm reading James this week.
You know what I'm saying?
I think his real name is James.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling
Yeah, that's Brother James.
Before you leave, make sure you read
Read James, you know what I'm saying?
I'm using the IOG talking about James.
You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Whenever I turn to James, I remember I'm doing what I remember what Dennis was saying.
Hey, I mean that's real, bro. You know what I'm saying? These scriptures have, just as a testimony, y'all seen the growth from Brother Glenn, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the growth from myself, seen the growth from Brother Whitney. You know what I'm saying? You even seen some growth from Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The point is, it's all in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And our willingness to accept it and apply the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because we can accept it and not do and be left out. What Whitney was quoting in 22 and 15 for outsider dogs and sorcerers and this and that, because they knew of the truth but didn't do it. Because blessed are those that do the commandments, right? 22 and 14. It's an action word. So we know, and we're eating all this bread, we got to apply it. Are we going to make mistakes and apply it? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to get it right, he'll support that. You know what I'm saying? If you ask him to come in, will he not come sup with you? You know what I'm saying? If you ask him to come in, will he not knock at the door and you got to let him in? You know what I'm saying? But you got to put forth the effort to do such. Bottom line. And that's in everything. And that's the things I got to remind myself too, that, you know, if you don't actively seek and do with him, then he's not going to, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to push him away. Depart from me. That's one thing, what he say, I never want to be told, depart from me, workers of iniquity. I never knew you. You know what I'm saying? We up in here every Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, high day, you know what I'm saying, trying to live the right way, this and that. Then he go before you and say, I never knew you. Well, he never knew you because he didn't recognize your works of doing what he says. You know what I'm saying? You had strange apparel on when he, you know what I'm saying, which means strange doctrine, you know, when he returned. He didn't recognize you. You got to be wearing what he wears drawn out, man. Seek him and you will find. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start reading James again, but he said, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, it just says, seek him, you'll find. So, but verse 5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given to him. You know what I'm saying? If any of you lack wisdom, ask God, ask of God. Verse 6, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. We got to humble ourselves and put ourselves in subjection to God. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind tossed and fro. That's all this false doctrines and wickedness in the world. Mm-hmm. For let him not think that a man should receive anything from the Lord if you being wavered. You got to humble and hunker down. The Lord, I'm here for you. Use me. You know what I'm saying? And just finish it off. It said a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. He ain't dealing with none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Just hunker down and ask God. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself. Ask God, man. Man, meek don't mean weak, right? I promise you. They walked around with swords, right? You know what I'm saying? He jumped up and cut the ear off. But, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord said, the vengeance is mine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And his people, he going to fight for his people. He's the shepherd. He's going to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's supposed to be his, they should not perish. I'm talking about the real perish. They were there weeping and gnashing the teeth in outer darkness. I'm scared of the dark. You know what I'm saying? For real. I don't want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be out there. I want to be with the light. I want to be in the holy city where there's no need of the light because the light is there. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I keep my mind set for to do, and you can too. But you got to find it and do it within yourself because Brother Glenn ain't going to be standing next to you on Judgment Day. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Brother Elijah ain't going to be standing next to you on Judgment Day. Bowie ain't going to be with you on Judgment Day. It's going to be you and them books and the Lord. And you be like, dang, Lord, you look just like the book said. And yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So he going to read it down to you. And that's all it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Real. And it's not easy, especially with, like I said, we in the wicked world. The media this, the world this. We get bombarded. You in here once a week. Sometimes it should be maybe twice a week on feast days. You know what I'm saying? 6 days of the other week, you out there getting beat up. You getting tempted. You getting flashed. You getting distracted. You know what I'm saying? So you got to gird yourself up at night. That's why I was telling y'all earlier, put them commandments or put them reminders in your house. Put them by your door. Put them by, you know what I'm saying, in the places where you need strength at. If you need strength in your car, put that book in your car. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Put that reminder right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be like, man, I look like cussing somebody out and I got the Bible sitting on my dashboard. You know what I'm saying? How am I representing him? How he looking at you? He looking at you as a double-minded man that's unstable in his ways. You know what I'm saying? So we got to help ourselves. It ain't gonna be easy, like I said, but we got to put forth the steps to start walking, to start running, to start, you know what I'm saying, being bold for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Book of James, baby.
Definitely. Put it up here. Definitely. You know, show that word is in your mind. You know. Any other questions?
The term whoremonger. What does it mean exactly? I thought it was
Wilt Chamberlain.
male, but then I look up the definition and it says something else.
What?
Let's
Whoremonger?
go look up whoremonger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
You looked up whoremonger and it says what?
It says a person that's
Partakes with prostitutes.
with prostitutes.
Okay. A
But then
prostitute does
male
what?
Prostitutes too, though.
Absolutely.
So then, how do we just assume that it's a male that is talking about? The male whore.
Whoremonger. Okay. Do you associate the word whore with male or female?
Whore.
No, whoremonger is man.
That's facts. It's both, right? You know what I'm saying? But as far as in the vernacular, a whoremonger is supposed to be put a gender with it, right?
You thinking a prostitute is just somebody that receives money?
No.
You know Israel. He called Israel.
We
You
whores.
giving it up and you not even getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Spiritual whoredom.
Spiritual whoredom.
Spiritual whoredom.
Right?
For
'Cause
real, you can go serving
assuming-
other guys, you ain't getting nothing in return. Nothing. You just out there just giving it up for free.
Mhm.
You get nothing in return. So the whore can apply to male or female, but it's usually female associated. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we say whoremongers as far as men. We gotta say whores and whoremongers so the women don't think we just trying to bash them. You know what I'm saying? It's men also.
You came up with that.
I mean, it's our understanding. You know what I'm saying? For in the language, because this word whoremonger is something else. You know, in the Greek and the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? It's
Because
not.
if whore means both man and female, then why deal with the hormone?
Let's look up. Let's look up what whore means.
Again, look at it in the context of what was happening back then. You had to buy this woman, right? You had to buy the woman.
Yeah, facts.
So he was saying, do not prostitute your daughters
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to make them what? Whores. So what would be a whoremonger?
Somebody who's dealing with prostitutes.
So you know.
Definition, I mean, okay. I'm trying to.
So now you done made this girl a whore because you done prostituted to 5 different husbands, right?
Getting rich off it too.
Exactly.
Getting that money from
You know?
the doc. Well, she wasn't even a virgin. She only get paid once.
Mhm.
Okay.
Whore, a person who engages in sex acts and especially sexual intercourse in exchange for pay. Has multiple sexual partners. A woman who is sexually promiscuous. Generalized term of abuse for a woman. A mercenary or unscrupulous person. You know what I'm saying? A person who's willing to compromise their integrity for their principles or a personal gain or something. So you can be, ain't necessarily sex, but you can be a whore for money. You know what I'm saying? You can go against your principle or go against one just for pay. You know what I'm saying? So we attach the gender with it being female, but it can go for male or female.
And pay doesn't always have to be with money. Like
Mhm.
you take the woman out on a date, and now you expect her to give you something.
Yeah, you at your
being a
lobster.
whoremonger.
You know what that
So
means, right?
She's selling herself for what? A meal? Right? Because there's a definition of whoremonger, right? A whoremonger is a
Like
Huh?
you ordered the steak. You know what that mean, right?
Hold on, isn't there scripture that says the pastor or the bishop, their daughters can't be whores? It didn't say
Isn't
nothing
that
about the male.
enticing?
The whore was related to the female. Like
What?
your daughters can't be. If you're a bishop, I don't know what.
What scripture you talking? What
he's
book
talking
you
about the
reading?
law and
About
and
a pastor, like if you're a pastor, if you're a
Levites.
You talking about Levite?
teacher.
Yeah, the daughter can't be.
Levite?
Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta be talking about. You talking about it? So you talking New Testament?
Isn't that the process of?
Yeah, you said
enticing?
pastor. You said pastor. That's New Testament.
But listen, but your daughters can't be whores though. It says something. No, that's Old Testament. I'm talking
Yeah, he's talking about Old Testament.
You talking about Levite?
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah.
He's
But that's
talking
not a
about
pastor.
Levite and the regular the congregation.
Yeah,
That's-
it
shall
said,
not-
it said your daughters can't be whores.
All Israel, all your
bishop.
fathers ain't
A
supposed.
bishop?
No.
That's what it says.
All your
All right, let's
Israel's
go
not
read it.
supposed to
Let's
be
read it.
supposed to be
Let's
whore.
read it.
Yeah.
Have one wife.
Yeah, but You should,
I'm
what
not
are you
talking
talking?
about my wife. I'm talking about your daughters. You can't be whores.
No, none. That's for all of Israel. What is it, babe?
Leviticus 21 to 9.
There you go.
Where?
Leviticus 21 and
Old
9.
Testament, okay.
Right. It's not ain't no pastor. It's all Israel. Period.
I'm gonna tack on another one as
But
we
it
entering this.
didn't say that. It said
It don't say pastor.
It says, hold on.
We about to read it.
Leviticus 21, you said?
21 and 9.
You want to start it off?
Leviticus 21, Leviticus 21, verse 9. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaned her father, she will be burnt with fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Not that ain't what you said, though.
You said Levitical priest. I didn't say nothing about Levitical.
Dude, he said any priest. It didn't say Levitical priest. Priest.
It says any priest.
Israel.
We're
I'm sorry. You want to put Israel there?
Hey, I'm going by what the word says. Now, so it's for everybody.
Everybody.
Let's look at the one for everybody. Let's go to Deuteronomy. That applies to everybody because he's specifically talking about the priests,
Right.
right?
There should be no whores in Israel.
So let's keep the whole congregation. He's speaking about all Israel now.
All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 23.
Chapter 23, sir?
Yeah, 23 and verse 17.
The reason why my daughter know that scripture is because they know I'm a priest. You know what I'm saying? And they will be burnt to the fire if they go out try to play the whore. That's just a little inside thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll just let y'all know this is not gonna be no regular death. Y'all getting smoked. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is. That's what the word says.
over here watching on YouTube, right?
Deuteronomy 23.
If you don't come next Sabbath, you know they're arrested.
They come get me. I got 3 people that's gonna fight you off of me. You know what I'm saying? My daughters ain't letting me go nowhere.
Deuteronomy 23 and verse 17. This is applying to the whole congregation.
This is
Go ahead.
everybody, Brother Kenny. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Of the daughters of who?
Of Israel.
Not the priests, of Israel. No whore of the daughters of Israel. And what else?
Nor a sodomite of the sons of
So
Israel.
we shouldn't have that either. No sodomites in the sons of Israel.
And can you just go over
Right?
definition of sodomite real quick?
You know what a sodomite is, man. Do we gotta go ahead? You know what a sodomite is. You don't.
Sodomite. Let's look at the definition. Of sodomite.
A sodomite is pertaining to Sodom and Gomorrah, though. That's why it's called a sodomite. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Sodomite, isn't that to you know what I'm saying?
No, it's a sodomite. That's referring to that.
But what does the sodomite do?
We about to find out.
Sodomite.
I'm going with when my brother Glenn tell me to go.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm already gonna get arrested when I get out this. I'm already gonna get
Read the
arrested.
definition of a sodomite.
Right. I'm being told to do this by Brother Glenn. No, a sodomite is a person who practices sodomy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A term derived from the biblical city of Sodom. Like I said. Often used as bad slur, offensive slur, insult, disparaging term, or a gay person, it historically referred to anyone engaging in non-productive sexual acts. So, like I did a class on sodomy. You know what I'm saying? What is sodomy?
Can a lesbian be a sodomite?
Absolutely.
They're not injecting.
I don't think sodomy. No, that makes him a whore.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So I guess the male.
Now I remember we had asked that before. We had to like, does
the
it? It
male
says
has-
the definition that term was for the male. I mean, of course, like it was JB. I don't know. That's.
But
Yeah,
it says
that's how it's taught though. That's how
it's
taught.
speaking of the male here, sons.
yeah.
Sons.
I'm not gonna. I'm.
Yeah.
I'm,
So-
The daughters would be a whore. If
So-
she's practicing that, she would be called.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
What you talking about, man?
busting it open. Like that. I'm talking about the gay version for a female.
The
What do we
lesbian.
call that?
Well, let's go to the New Testament.
Because I'm trying to say, can a female gay person be a sodomite?
Man on man, women on women.
The man, I know the
Listen.
There you go. He just.
There you go. By dictionary definition, you know what I'm saying? They could be called a sodomite, but by biblical definition, they got something else called for.
Both
Where's it
scenarios. Man on man and women on
Where
women.
you want to go?
I'm trying to find
The
it.
desire
You know
for
what it
the
is?
same sex is one thing.
Men with
But
men
the
working
act
there was.
is sodomy.
women-
Talking about unnatural affection.
You're
Unnatural
making up
affection.
the definitions that you want to define out of what you know is. How do we?
Unnatural use
because
of
the
a woman-
context
unnatural-
clues around it is we know that It says there shall be no sodomite or whore in the priests of Israel. Now in the New Testament, he talks about
No, I understand that, but there's whores that aren't gay though. That's what I'm saying.
what do you see? You're going
Romans 1,
definition
you
of
go there?
the
Yeah.
world. What does that mean?
Yeah,
That's
Romans
in
1.
Romans.
Yeah.
But it's sexual immorality. And so maybe
But that's still considered a whore though. You know what I'm saying? So, okay.
So what are you trying to?
We don't know what he's trying to
Gay
say.
female, is she a sodomite? That's my question.
She shouldn't
That's
be.
what
Is
that's
it?
that's just what I'm asking.
Is she a sodomite?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, she's immoral, fornicator. It's still,
You're spiritually speaking. Yeah,
you know what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
We can't say Sodom. You know what I mean? I mean, it's in the same category, but sodomy was what they were doing in Sodom, right? So
Those
now
are-
in Sodom.
Okay, you remember Oh Boy in New York back in the 90s? They stuck the plunger in him. See the key word stuck? And they said he was sodomized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a female don't have anything.
It's by the it's by their definition. If you go by the dictionary definition, it's they sometimes put oral sex and other things of that nature as far as in the sodomy category. If you get charged, you know what I'm saying, well, having sex and you do oral, they could put sodomy on there. And as I know the military, any act that wasn't missionary, whatever it may be, they throw sodomy, you know, any charge for this and that. That's just by their definition. You know what I'm saying? It's by their definition. Right. So, but by the Bible, it's different than what, you know what I'm saying, the dictionary definition is. So she, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be what they were doing, the acts they were doing in Sodom were men on men, you know what I'm saying, this and that. So,
Penetration factor.
you know what I'm saying, whatever they was doing, the men on men, that's immoral use. That was wrong. So if a woman is doing that with another woman, she's still gonna be the unnatural use of a woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you would call him a sodomite. I don't know if you would call him a sodomite.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the desire to want the same sex is still a gay nature that's out of, you know, is unnatural. But you know, that term, because I've had this argument with some cat who didn't believe. And they're like, yeah, y'all just added stuff. A female can't be a sodomite if she's gay. She has nothing to penetrate with. So that's what the whole argument went into that. He's like, if I got that wrong, how many other things do I have wrong?
It's
So
not
that's why I'm
wrong.
asking
You
this
guys are
question
just
on the
defining.
Mhm.
You gotta take them to where the scriptures does.
Man, I'd have took him straight.
Natural.
Why you saying you gotta penetrate in order to be a sodomite? What if you catch it?
You
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The pitcher and the catcher wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's unnatural use. You know what I'm saying?
and that was under that same word. It's bad definition.
So that's why you that wisdom of the world, man. Whatever. Just stick to this book, yo.
Yeah. But also, as we like going on to this, we can still continue to answer. I wanted to tack this on too. It's a Job, because he says,
Job say.
Job
Where you at?
31:1.
Job
He
31.
said, we read this in the lesson. It says, I made a covenant with mine eyes
Absolutely.
that I should not think upon a maid.
Mhm.
So now I'm thinking about a maid is someone that's not betrothed or married. So now this is a covenant that he made within himself. Like,
Mhm.
so meaning, doesn't mean it's in general sin if he looked upon a maid. Like, meaning, you know what I'm saying? So like,
But Jesus showed you.
Matthew 5:28.
That's why we had that in the lesson.
Mhm.
Jesus showed you that. I'm taking it a step further.
I'm
than
gonna
what the
level
Lord's
up the
saying.
law. Absolutely.
Like, I want you not to even put it in your mind, because that's where the sin starts, in your mind.
Made according to the Bible is virgin or a young woman.
Because you could be up here and looking, and everybody think, oh, this person is so holy. Meanwhile, they thinking
this
some
is
evil
my thing.
thoughts.
Jesus says,
You know?
whoever looketh on a woman to lust after her,
Absolutely.
has committed adultery.
Absolutely.
To commit adultery, the woman has to be married.
Yes.
So he's looking on a woman that is married and lusting after a married woman.
Lusting.
The woman we're talking about is maid.
It's a maid. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's-
If a man entice a maid and she is not betrothed, he lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his
Okay,
wife.
well take adultery out and put fornicate then.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? If you want to take the unmarried, if you want to move the
I
marital
can't
status.
take anything.
Okay, well if you lust upon a maid, you still committed fornication in your mind.
How?
In your mind.
On a maid? That's not what the scripture says. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
All right.
Because it says if a man entice a maid, so it doesn't say you can't entice a maid.
'Cause,
That's
well,
not
Are you-
you would have to lust,
Huh?
like, when
Are you supposed to lust after?
Huh?
You supposed to lust after women?
I didn't say you're supposed to.
I'm asking. Are you supposed to lust after women? That's why you put lust up in there, because I can look at a woman and not lust after her. I didn't commit adultery.
What is entice? You're not supposed to entice?
Entice is not the same
If
as
we're
lust.
talking about enticing,
Entice ain't the same as lust.
Context what we're talking about. if I take a maid out to eat, it's like I'm paying. That's that sounds crazy. Because like that would mean everybody's out.
If you take a maid out to eat, you taking her out to eat. That's just it, though,
You
right?
get what I'm saying?
No, but nobody said enticing the maid. Enticing the maid is completely different.
They're
from
just
you
taking her out to eat.
lusting after. That's a completely two different things. Lust and entice is two different words.
Lusting after a maid, and so deep.
Yeah, entice is something different. You know what I'm saying? Than
Yeah,
lust.
you trying to win her over. You're trying to woo her.
But that
Like-
means if he's trying to do that, that means he wants her.
Yes,
He
you're
wouldn't
trying to
be
marry
trying
this
do that if
woman.
he didn't want her.
Yeah.
So the point he's trying to say is that looking, and lusting. Are two
No,
different things.
looking and lust are
Are
two different things.
But
So,
this-
Yeah, because
the
if you
root of the
see a
question-
beautiful woman walk by, it's your lust after her beauty that's gonna say, "Oh, let me go say hi to this
Well,
woman.
here's the root
Let,
of
let me
the-
exchange, you know what I'm saying, information. Let me talk
I
to
made a
her."
covenant with mine eyes that I should not think upon a maid. You
Mhm.
gotta think. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think. So
But Job was married.
Look, that
Job was married, bro.
you see the asterisk next to it. You see the italics. You see isn't it italics?
Job was married. He couldn't
Yes.
look.
Listen,
on a maid.
is that word in italics?
what?
Huh?
Is that word italicized? Think. Or it got like a asterisk next to it.
The girl.
Yeah, it's our English word put in, but the word that sit there it means to look intently or to gaze upon the maze. You know what I'm saying? To look intently. So you know what I'm saying? So that's not just think. You know what I'm saying? That word was it's like those words were placed in there based on the English. But if you look at the word, the definition of what it meant, it says look intently or to gaze. You know what I'm saying? That's what think
Yeah,
means.
so
The
you're
definition
lusting.
of- Huh?
Yeah, it's a lustful look, not a
Yeah.
oh I can't just look. No, because how you supposed to like if I see a sister, if I'm unmarried and I see a sister, it's gonna be the lust. It's gonna be the lust after her beauty or shape or something that's gonna
Isn't that what
make me even
draws-
want to talk to
isn't
her.
that what draws you?
Yes.
Don't you have to like?
What
What is desire? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know how to
When a
define.
girl was taking a shower outside.
That was a
See,
that was
no,
a different lust.
Hold up.
That was
That was more like
Oh,
he's looking at a married man because
Oh,
he
yeah,
went and
no,
found
yeah,
out that
So
she was
that's what I
married.
would say.
But
Man,
at the time he was looking, he didn't know. she
No,
was-
no, he went. I said he went and
Oh, you
found
know
out. He found out that she was married.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Read the scripture.
He
Read the
inquired
book.
about her.
Read the
No,
book.
I'm
Then
talking
they
about.
told her.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when he for the first time you ever saw her. When she's out there naked getting taking a shower. Okay. When did he find out? He found out
He went
after the fact.
Yeah, after he seen it.
That's what I'm saying.
But was him looking out the window? You know what I'm saying?
That's not-
Would
that's
that
what I'm
be
saying.
would that be
He knows
lust
she's married
or
at
is
that
that
When he was looking,
entice? Like,
Yes,
what
it's
is-
a lust. If he's staring at this woman and watching her, he's lusting. Yes,
Yeah, this is hard.
That's-
he's lusting. Yes, that would be lust.
So when you
So a butt naked girl come
Someone
running
that-
here right now, and everybody see her. Did we lust?
No.
No, right. So he out on his porch, and he just looking on his porch, and he see somebody over there butt naked. So now you know what I'm
This is
saying?
where the lust come in.
Mhm.
Yo, who's that over there? She married. Go
right,
get her for me.
right.
I mean,
That's when lust come in. All right, yeah,
You
absolutely.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
Like,
that's hands
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Once you
Hey,
find out she was
great.
married, that was
Yeah,
all.
once
Boy,
you got there-
that's a
okay.
good way of explaining that.
Okay, that's good.
and
Right.
a maid just means somebody of age to be married.
It
It
was
doesn't
a-
mean a virgin or somebody single. Just because you see maid doesn't mean the
Yeah,
person is single.
it says virgin or young married,
That's
young
why I
woman. It
was
says
like-
virgin or young woman.
Yeah, so it just means a woman that is a virgin
Of
or of age to be married.
Yep. That's all it is.
So she's
A
virgin,
maid.
though.
Or it says virgin or somebody that's a young woman.
No.
That's what the definition of a maid is. It's either she's a virgin. Like all maids ain't virgin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
All maids ain't virgin.
If a man entices a
You know?
maid, that's not-
Do you know that all rectangles ain't squares?
See, he
You see what I'm saying?
made the distinction.
That's what it is.
Not.
It's a distinction.
But trough. So
Well, I
she's
said it
not
the other way around.
engaged. She's not engaged.
All squares ain't
She's not
rectangles.
to anybody.
Meaning maids could be betrothed.
Yeah.
They could be.
Yeah.
But how would she, if she's not married, how does she lose her virginity?
Because her
The land
dad,
is
that's why I says don't prostitute your daughter. If you came,
Oh, you mean like that?
She could have been laid down with somebody, and he said no, or you can't go with it. She's still a maid.
the dude died.
She's just not a virgin no more. She's not a virgin no more. She's still the age. She's just not a
I don't
virgin no
even know
more.
what the question is right now.
No, he said.
We done went so many different places.
All right. Well, brother Kenny.
Everybody in the
All right.
No, it's the maid thing, because the married woman, that's adultery. We know that. But this maid thing, I thought maid was a virgin. That's what I thought this whole time.
No. I know maid is an unmarried woman.
All right, so-
my thing is with Job saying, I made a covenant with my eyes so I'd not look on a maid.
Mhm.
I just thought the maid was an unmarried woman. So meaning so that's why it's like, because he made the covenant with himself, not because someone else said it was unlawful. He made the covenant. He made the vow, basically. He made the vow and says, I'm not going to look upon a maid.
Yes.
Now I was taking that out of his vow and saying, like, if a regular person looks on a maid, I'm not talking a married woman. I'm talking legally looking at a woman.
Mhm.
Now, you know.
So now that you have legally looked upon that woman, what do? You entice her to be your wife.
Right, okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you haven't done nothing wrong by looking upon a woman.
That's what I was
That's,
trying to understand.
that's what we wanted to get
Because
to.
he said he made the covenant with his eyes that he shall not look.
Yeah, he don't want that.
Listen, we talking about what we put in our minds. So I'm like, damn, have I been like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
What have I been doing with my
I'm like, I gotta retrain
eyes?
that. I'm totally messed up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like, yeah. Like,
All
I'm
right,
not
just
gonna-
because you see another woman doesn't
I
mean
see
you
a
sin.
woman,
it.
she's married. My brain don't. It's like.
But you don't know
like,
she's
I
married.
don't
You
think-
just see a woman though.
No, just even if me even thinking she's married, I'm like, I'm not even. You know what I'm saying? I'm you. Like, I don't even want to inquire because I know. But now I'm like, I seen what he said. So I shouldn't even, like, I made a covenant with my eyes. So I don't even look on a maid. Then I'm like, if a man entice a maid and she be not betrothed, he shall surely endow her as his wife. That's why I was like, whoa, am I like looking at this whole lens? But this brought
We cleared it up. We cleared it up, right?
We-
So you know somebody gonna record this and keep this, right?
Huh?
You know somebody's keeping this, right?
Huh? We out here.
Yeah.
Are we really clear though?
Huh?
Yeah, we clear.
Well, you need it?
You may not be clear. Well, we clear though.
I'm trying to make. Okay.
Kenny don't want to say I'm
Nah,
not clear. He
because-
said, "Are we clear?"
No, because if she's a maid, that means she's on the market, right?
What?
She's on the market.
Yes.
Yeah, the courting market.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
Gotta clear that, yeah.
lusting is imagining, I want to do this, but desiring, hey, you know what? I
Yeah,
wanna bring
that's
this
different.
To the fold. Okay,
That's different.
Okay, because this, I've heard.
There's a big difference between you look. Oh wow, she's beautiful, man. I wish I could date this woman. Then you going into, oh man, I something completely left.
Right.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
What I would do to that? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that would be the sin, right?
I'm sorry. I always want to ask about this question. I need to know. I need to know.
So we have
A question online?
oh no, it's somebody who's posting something.
Okay.
Um,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna say something.
Joke threw me all the way left. I was like, what?
Well, brother Kenny, it went left because you drove it to the left.
I was already there.
I think it's already the side of my question.
Hmm?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
And whenever I ask a question, it goes left. Whenever I
Right.
ask a question.
Nah, it was good. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't.
I mean, we just got in the world of Whitney. You know what I'm saying? We gonna cover we gonna cover multiple spine along the ray of getting back to what he want to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We gonna touch a little bit of everything. He gonna go Old Testament, New Testament. We gonna go the Book of Whitney. We gonna go all around and come back around. You know what I'm saying? Then come back because his scriptures be combinations of the Bible scripture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't be
But it-
adding or subtracting.
But
I
no,
just put them
he
together.
don't add to, he don't take from. He just put them together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He just
Put
put them together.
Thessalonians with
Yeah.
Genesis,
That's what I'm
but
coming
you
for,
know.
because I can't ask these questions back out there.
Oh, that's why you come when you come.
why you can't ask the question?
No, I'm saying.
No,
Yeah,
that's why he.
Meaning a
That's why
worldly
I'm here,
response. He
because
gonna get a worldly
There's certain
response if
places,
he
camps
asks.
you go to, you ask these questions, they get mad. Because they felt like they answered it already. And I don't feel like you answered. You understand what I'm saying? So I want the answer to the
But is the question to tempt him?
Huh?
Is the question trying to cause strife, or you just
Is
trying to
it
get
to
understanding?
Cause strife.
Like you
A
see
tempt,
how they were
yeah.
asking Jesus questions?
Yeah, they were trying to
But they
tempt
were
him.
they were trying to tempt him with these questions.
Me and you were texting earlier, and you told me, if I'm coming late, go to the other spot. And I told you, what's the point if I'm not gonna learn that?
I did not say that.
I said that.
Yeah.
I said that.
Okay, I'm about to say,
And
don't say
then,
that.
I didn't say that. I said
Okay.
that. And I'm like, dog, I ask questions and they get mad at me. I'm like, what? I'm not. It's already hard enough. I'm trying to think like God and be holy.
I mean,
And
we
I'm not here to please these people. These people think I'm here to
here at
please
the
them.
Israel Church of Jesus, we take your questions very sincerely. You know what I'm saying? You're really trying to, yeah. You know, I'm just saying though, we do all questions like that. You know, we don't always like look at how they talk, because I did see that on another camp's
Yeah, they
Q&A
do
response.
that.
Be like, hey, what about this? Be like, man, I didn't already answer that before. Go look it up. You know, I ain't answered it no more.
Nah, listen, a female asks, what's the difference between a concubine and a wife? Question like that. We spent 90 minutes on this question. They couldn't find it. And then the brother just said, Solomon and King David were lusting. He's going to sum it up as that.
Was that it?
And I was like, what? I'm like, that's not what she asked you?
Yeah, it'd be hard. It's
I know for sure that God said, "I'm the one who gave you these wives."
Mm-hmm.
So God said it himself. Even after
Yeah.
David
So yeah.
slept with
So I
Bathsheba.
mean, I get it, but like he asked though, but they perceive your questions as trying to tempt them or test
Exactly.
them in their knowledge of or like you already know the answer, you just want to hear what they're gonna say, because that's what they was doing to to Jesus when he was down here.
Exactly.
So that's how they may perceive
'Cause some
some of
people
your
already
questions.
know the answer, but they trying to tempt. Like, let me see what he gonna say.
It was to try to argue
It
doctrine,
was
change
just to
doctrine,
ask
something
the
like that.
question.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the brothers that don't like
It
the
happens.
conduct, how it ended. We spent 90 minutes, and that's what we came up with. Like, that was a bad look, bro. It was crazy, and I don't think that shit ever came back.
It should happen. It happens, but
It should have happened.
I mean, things like that happen. We not in our land. We a long way from. You know what I'm saying? We a long way from order. So that's why it's like sometimes the expectation, like we want the title of being the priest.
We're on the runway of
But
Whitney
then when
area
it
right
comes
now.
to our criteria of like our resume, as far as what needs to be the qualified as a
We
priest,
just went in the
we don't
air.
even make it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, that's true.
so it be those philosophical.
It be
deep stuff.
them deep things. We about to go on a trip,
You
y'all.
know that's there. Where is he going?
Hey, get it? No,
I'll be like,
no, I
that's
mean-
on
Nah,
the word.
I just listen, bro.
Hey, I
listen.
mean, because we get the spirit of what you're trying to say, but you know what I'm saying, sometimes it takes you a while to get there. But when you're absolutely right, you know what I'm saying, we let you cook. You know what I'm saying, and get to, you know what I'm saying, it may take 20, 30 minutes, whatever to get there, but you get there. And you know, that's what it is. You know, and we can discern that by your response. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Sower, when he sows.
This is where what do you say? I exercise my patience at, because you know at home I can't do that. I'd be like, man, get to the point. I got 20. I got to get back to the game. I ask all these questions.
We gotta get
I have a bunch of kids and everything. Ask a lot of questions, stuff like
Do we
that.
have any other questions?
Y'all got any more questions?
Just keep it down just a notch, because the mic could pick up everything.
Make haste slow.
Yeah, we don't want you to have to plead the fifth on anything. You know what I'm saying? You just say it.
So, do we have any other questions?
No, I don't think that's it.
No, it was just a comment online.
It's crazy.
When is
during the week, I had
Pentecost? I know you said it earlier.
50 days after the.
And I know it's in May.
7 Sabbaths after this.
Yep.
So after this Sabbath, you count the
Plus
7 Sabbaths.
Yep. And then one.
Plus 1 day.
Plus 1 day, that's going to take you to Pentecost. But let me give it to you.
Yo, do we have the holy calendars? Not the holy calendar.
Pentecost is on the 3rd of May.
I like how you said that though.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 30th. Right, it starts on the 30th. Right, from sundown. So remember, again, that's a double Sabbath. So make sure you prepare everything that you need to buy from Friday.
Give them the date again.
Right, it's on the 30th.
30th of May.
Starting on the evening. So right after Sabbath, we're going right into another Sabbath.
Also, it's Sunday. Okay.
It's always
Yes.
on a Sunday. Pentecost is always on a Sunday.
Right. Right, so you make sure you prepare for whatever you need to prepare for. If you need to buy anything, buy it the Friday, so you could prepare for the Saturday and the Sunday. All right. I hit myself.
Okay, I got another one. Cause I'm a fashion designer and like I haven't like come back out with anything yet because I really want to do it like I really want to please the Lord and make Him so happy. So like, and I want to be like as biblical as possible. So like, what about like the whole like mixing fabrics,
Absolutely.
polyester? I know like we should be wearing cotton, right, or something like that.
There's only 2 fabrics he told you not to mix.
Not to mix.
Yes. Linen and wool.
Polyester.
Linen and wool.
Oh, don't mix linen and wool.
That's it.
But everything else is okay.
He said 2 fabrics. If you could find other fabrics for me,
Ethical, PSP.
where he said other fabrics.
By name?
You got it?
Where's this in Leviticus?
I know I'm just gonna read it what you were saying.
Woolen.
19 and 19, right?
Where are we?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Where you going, Deuteronomy?
Ain't nothing
No,
else.
Leviticus 19, 19.
Leviticus 19? And there's, 22 and 11. You got that one, right, sis? 19 and 19. I was going to do the Deuteronomy one. You want me to read it for you?
No, I'll read it for you. I got it. Leviticus 19, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
You should keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with any diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and of woolen come upon thee.
Right, so notice which garment he tells you, right? The 2 different garments. Linen, one is made out of an animal, a plant, and the other one is made out of an animal, wool. Do not mix the 2.
Do we see that today nowadays?
They do mix sometimes linen and wool together. I haven't seen that in because now you see it's polyester or it's either cotton with polyester, right? But you don't see linen and wool like that being mixed. I haven't seen it.
Now go
Based
to
on-
go to Deuteronomy 22 and
Right.
11.
I've seen it in coats.
In coats, linen and wool.
Jackets, coats, yeah.
Okay.
You might have
Yeah, I would just pay attention to the fabric that you're getting. Like
linen lining.
22.
possible.
Deuteronomy 22 and verse 11.
You can read that.
Thou shalt not wear garment of diverse sort, as he's giving you the example, as of wool, woolen, and linen together.
Now that doesn't really just limit it to just that though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just they're just like as it is as an example of wool. You should mix woolen and linen together. So whatever, you know what I'm saying, thou should not wear a garment of diverse sorts. So that lets you know it gotta be 100% whatever it is.
So that means
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you can wear polyester as long as it's 100% polyester. You know what I'm saying? You can wear cotton as long as it's 100% cotton. You know what I'm saying? You can wear wool as long as it's 100% wool. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be mixing now like the buttons, the belts, and the like the elastic. If you got elastic in it, you know that's not actually in the garment. That's just added to. That's not the mixing of it and mingled it. You know what I'm saying? This and that. So you got to just be careful with that. Just it should be 100%. You shouldn't be wearing 70% cotton and 30% polyester. You know what I'm saying? It should be 100 because he doesn't. Everything is raised after its kind. As we just read in Leviticus 19:19, he says, "Don't put your mingle cattle. Your cow ain't supposed to. Yeah, you ain't supposed to be putting your sheep and your goats together. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be planting your corn with your green beans. And you know what I'm saying? Everything's supposed to be set. So by that guidelines, you know what I'm saying? Everything should be what it is. You know what I'm saying? 100% of what it is from that. Because that's how he created everything after its kind. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great breakdown. Because it's using it as an example with the one.
Yeah, it's just as an example, willing to listen. Yeah, right. It's not just willing to. I mean, because if you want to take it in that, then I'm not gonna say you're wrong on that, but you got to stay in the spirit of Wild's created. What's he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So kind of watch that. Again, there's levels to this, right? You know what I'm saying? Now that y'all don't notice about it.
Breakdown.
Yeah, that was a great breakdown. I always thought it was a
I thought that too. I always thought it was
I don't
just the
know.
linen and the wool.
Because he definitely goes in. If he didn't preempt that in Leviticus
Mhm.
with the cattle and with the crops, so why would he put all that in one? Because he wants you to know that you're not supposed to be cross mixing and going into this and that.
Mhm.
If you want to go back to it, he can go Deuteronomy 7. We ain't supposed to be what mixing with those nations that he told us not to mix with. Also,
Mhm.
everything's supposed to be at this time, but it's clear right here in Deuteronomy 22 and 11. Like you said, he gave you as an example woolen and linen together. But it says, "Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts,"
Diverse
meaning
sorts.
different sorts. No, he's for segregation. You know what I'm saying?
What did you say?
He said he's against segregation. No, he wants everything to be after his kind. You know what I'm saying?
He's for segregation.
I know. I speak Whitney. I know what he meant. You know what I'm saying? I speak Whitney.
Yo, that's great talent. Great talent. Yo, dog. So when they like crossbreeding these, the liger,
They don't live long. You know what I'm saying?
They don't reproduce.
Yeah, they can't reproduce because they was created like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, man, is still in the lab in the matrix trying to figure out the how to do life and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, we got them to mate and blah blah blah. Because tigers and cats wouldn't. Lions and tigers wouldn't normally mate with one another.
Read 9.
Oh, verse 9.
Yeah.
Thou shalt, Deuteronomy 22, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which hast thou sown, and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled.
You defiled the seed.
Yeah.
So you mixing 2 different fruits together, like they try to graft trees together, a mango tree with this kind of.
Yeah.
Now you done defiled the fruit.
Yeah. So I had to stop.
Because
Yeah.
each fruit give you a certain like nutrient,
Right.
right?
Yeah, it's certain.
Mhm.
It's like
Remember,
You might cancel them out.
pineapples.
right. Remember this, right?
You know,
Look, think about this. Hold up, Ken.
The
Right.
fruit is defiled.
Read verse 10, right? This
Yeah,
is how
can make-
this is how
probably make-
particular your God
Wait,
is.
where we at?
Verse Deuteronomy 22 and 10. Read that.
Thou shalt not sow with
No.
any.
Verse 10.
That's not what I was.
22 and 10.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Yeah. You said plow and not sow.
Oh, thou shalt not plow. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's me.
We good. We good. He was like, I'm like,
What are you talking about?
Right. That's what I read. No, all right. I read
Thou
it again.
shalt not plow with an ox as an ass together.
So if your God is that particular that you can't even plow the field with diverse animals, why you think he gonna let you mix and go through with everything else where he set the bounds for? You know what I'm saying? He set up everything to be like you said they're doing fruit. I used to eat plum cots. You know what I'm saying? Was the plum and the apricot. It had the sweetness of a plum and the texture of an apricot. You know, it's the hybrid of that. Had to stop. You know what I'm saying? Once I understood this, because that's not a natural thing. Ain't no plum clock. There is now a plum clock tree, but when being what they mutated, what they spliced together to produce that, I was eating something that wouldn't accept to be that way.
Half of our fruits are like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
Let's not, come on.
well, you know what I'm saying, but you think about it. Like you said, thou shalt not even plow. A plow. You know what I'm saying? You got a donkey that's pulling. You don't want your donkey and your oxen pulling the same cart.
the same part on the same field.
They don't want you
Defiled
They don't want
food,
you
bro.
working out. No, they don't want that. So think about it. Yeah. So it's right here in the scriptures. People could choose to ignore it, but your God is real particular on what he got set. And then you know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Like life is hard. We're just coming up with easier ways to engineer this and do this and come up with that.
Because what's them little what's the other hybrid? Not the mandarin oranges. It's something that they didn't made together that would never they didn't put together.
What, lemon?
Tangerine.
Wait,
Tangerine is a hybrid.
Tangerine ain't real? I got a whole bunch of them out.
Let me verify that. You know what I'm saying? Let me verify that.
Tangerine.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Let me make sure.
Wait, hold on. Mandarin or
A tangerine
tangerines?
is a hybrid generally considered a cross between a mandarin orange and a small amount of pomelo.
It's a cross.
Right. So the tangerine is a hybrid. That's created by
But
man.
isn't that the same family?
But it's the same thing, it's a different-
Yeah. It said with thou shalt not plow with. No. Where was the one? Verse 9, right?
Verse 9.
Thou shalt not sow that. You see, that's what happened. I was looking at that word right here. Thy vineyard with diverse seed, right?
Right.
Lest the fruit of thy seed, which thou hast sown, and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled.
Right.
With diverse seeds. So
Just-
this is a completely probably a
Man,
different fruit.
Exactly. So they took up. Read what the tangerine's made from again, then.
A mandarin orange and a small amount of pomelo.
Pomelo.
Pomelo
So
is not in the same family?
I don't even know what a pomelo is.
Yeah,
Have you
I don't know what it
have you
is.
eaten a pomelo before? I don't know what a pomelo.
It's what?
Pomelo citrus maxima. Mandarin is a citrus with tequila.
Oh, so it's in the same
They
family.
they're
It's in the
they're
same family.
yeah, they cousins, but man, why even play with it, yo?
I mean,
You can find you a straight up orange, get you just be good with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type to be I ain't gonna mess with it if it's a possibility it could be something
I
wrong
mean,
with
I'm
it.
saying, but that's kind of close. But let's say an apple and a freaking banana. You know, those are not, and no, they're not related.
You know they put a banana and a kiwi together and make a banana kiwi, right?
That's the file.
But then
That's
shoot,
the file.
It is. Absolutely.
But the tangerine one. How about the what's the other one? The mandarin. What's the mandarin? Mandarin.
Mandarin
Yeah, the
oranges.
small
Yeah, the mandarin oranges. That's not hybrid, right?
Not the small ones. I hope not.
Orange.
But isn't it like, you know what I'm saying? The one is gonna sanctify, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not. You go to the Whitney. You go to the book of Whitney.
Speak Whitney.
He's talking about. He's saying, but the it covers the unsanctified spouse. You know, I got you.
Speak Whitney.
He put stuff together. I like it. It doesn't apply right there with the fruits and all that. Can't scratch that one, bro. Can't scratch that.
Alongside pomelo and citrus.
See, this is how they keep us in sin. When we defiling ourselves, we don't even know we defiling ourselves.
Well, what color? What color is the pomelo?
Pomelo is like pomegranate, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty much. Oh, that's-
What? A pomegranate and an orange ain't close.
Orange on the
It says we gotta eat everything with seeds, right?
Absolutely.
So seedless is already out of
Seedless is wrong
That's a pomelo.
because it doesn't reproduce itself. So what are you eating?
I can't
But
find
don't oranges
nothing.
start
Yes,
out
you can.
green and
You
then
can
start
find.
orange?
You gotta look for it though.
Yeah, oranges start out green.
Grapes, all that stuff like that. You gotta get the one with the seeds in it.
Yeah, they don't got nothing no more.
You gotta find those.
Even the organic ones, seedless organic.
No, man, they messing with your food. They messing with God's food.
Pomelo ripe is still very green.
It's a what?
A pomelo when ripe is Chinese still grape.
Oh, it's still green? Because you know, in the orange.
Yeah, we gotta
it's
talk
not
about that,
it's
'cause-
Yeah, we got-
and it turns orange.
I
They
don't
was,
know, I'm still seeing it showing as if it's just showing
No,
you
it's-
exactly what not to mix.
no,
Linen.
it's not. Because think about because they had
Yeah, we'll
more.
talk about it.
All right, we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk about that.
The wool and the linen.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we close out? And
Yeah.
then that way we would be offline, or should we?
Yeah, we should close.
No, we
Any more
anybody have
questions? Yeah.
Oh, then that was these cats is tapped out. Anybody got no questions?
Yeah, so as far as with your fashion designer, just keep it 100% whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Go with that, and glorify the Lord in your work.
Will they let you do that? The people that
Man, if he gonna be control what he doing, he can do it. It's gonna be his line. You know what I'm saying?
Would you sew?
Yeah, I went to school. I'm a fashion designer. Right?
So you can make suits, cheap suits, cheap suits.
Cheap.
Oh man, now you got requests. Tailored suits.
No
I ain't gonna-
interest. I'm your brother in Christ. Can't charge me no interest, son.
We going to ICOJ? They make suits.
They make suits over there. You know what I'm saying? For Jesus.
So if it's no further questions, then let's close out so y'all could have y'all discussion. Not online.
Israel's the worst, boy.
Yeah, you know. Take your time.
After this manner, therefore pray ye. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the
and
kingdom,
the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory.
in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name,
Amen.
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 Right.
Where to begin?
That seeds is very important, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? That's the most important thing about the fruit. So it can
Yeah.
reproduce itself.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy about not plowing. You can't even use two different
You
animals.
can't even use
You can't know that.
They-
That's a
they-
very good
they
point.
pull in the
donkey,
power.
the
They-
donkey with the
ox.
Yeah, that was
That's
tough.
tough.
That was cold. That
And
was
so
cold.
if
That's
he's
how particular
if he's
it is.
that
Like,
I
particular,
seen it, but I
exactly.
didn't see it with
Yeah,
the reasoning on like.
No,
you know
man,
what I'm
he
saying?
don't-
The
He
separation.
don't want them on the same plow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and we're not just
Because one gonna pull the other, bro.
Yeah.
One go put
You have an ox and a donkey together, they're gonna be
You can't
going.
have two wheel
No,
sizes.
I think
two-
it's
If you ever
deeper than that.
look at farming, like one gonna pull the other.
I think it's even.
You can't put
deeper
two
than
size
that.
tires
The
on the
ox
car.
gonna
It's
overwork the
gonna-
donkey.
I don't know about this.
I think it's
I don't know. I
You
mean,
can't
but
put two size tires.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna
that,
pull you
that
the
I
other way.
don't know, bro. That to me, that's